It's just weird that we are more inclined to progress our digital character instead of our actual real life character. We are going to go through the first ever version of the ultimate game that I've created so far. It includes level mechanics, quest lists, inventory, and many more. My name is Aaron. This is a series called Gamify Life where we try to make life just a little more fun by creating the ultimate best game using Notion. The video is going to be split into 3 categories, showcasing the game, the current issues and the future implementations, then finally the actual functions of the game. When I decided to create this game, I was thinking about this one question on why do we prefer to play on a screen with moving pixels instead of playing a game where it has the best graphics, infinite amount of content, and best of all, the rewards are things that gives us true happiness. So the first thing that I noticed on what makes a game so fun is that they use game words. So for example, like in my case, I use instead of to-do list or task list, I will use quest list instead. And for example, levels, instead of using progress, I would use level up instead. So maybe like projects, we would call it boss fights. So I just try to reframe my mind into more gaming terms and try to use it as much as possible throughout my whole game just to make it a little more fun. So the second thing that makes a game fun is that they have very clear goals and tasks that you have to do. In game, you would be told exactly what needs to be done to progress in the game. It will show you the exact steps, like you need to meet this guy, you need to talk to this guy, you need to kill 10 of these monsters. It's a very specific task that you have to do. However, for life it's a little difficult because there isn't a clear goal. There is infinite possibilities that you can go to. You can be a content creator, you can be a mechanic, you can be a pilot. There is literally endless amount of possibilities. So of course, the first thing that you have to do is to determine the one single major goal that you want to do, at least for the next few months. So in my case, I just want to try to create more content. So that is my major goal for now. So that's why we have this page inside here called quest list. And under this quest list is where I have all my quests to reach my end goal. So how I have my quest list broken down is under the quest type here. This is where I try to use the Eisenhower matrix, where you have like important urgent tasks, you have important but not urgent tasks, you have not important urgent tasks, and you have not important not urgent tasks. So you have 4 different tasks, and based on Eisenhower matrix, you will either delegate it or you would delete it and things like that. However, I don't really delete my quest because like I'm afraid that I might need to do it in the future and then I would forget it. So I just leave it here and maybe one day I would do it. I don't know. So if you notice under here, this is how I use the game words instead. So instead of using like the important urgent, important not urgent, things like that, I would have like main, which is the important task, and side quest being the not important task. And then I would have this exclamation mark to show me that this is the urgent task. So for the quest list, it's inspired by the Eisenhower matrix, but I also have another inspiration that I've taken from MapleStory, which is a required quest that I put behind me, this whiteboard right here. This is where I put all the quests that I must do on that single day. I think if I'm not mistaken, the game now calls it advancement quest, but I'm not sure. I don't really play the game anymore. The third thing that makes a game fun is that the difficulty is a lot easier than the game of real life. Like for example, the game Getting Over It is an extremely hard game and it really made people very frustrated playing the game. However, even that game would not take as long as the game of life to actually complete it. For the game of life, if you just want to create your own single brand, you need a few months or even few years. Some people even took a whole decade just to get to that first step. But for even the hardest game, it would literally take maybe the maximum would be like a month. So that's why most people would not want to play this game of life. So that's why in the quest list, to make it easier, we always want to break the quest down into an easier and clearer task. So for example, you want to post one shots into Instagram. Instead of writing post one shots in Instagram, you will write things like writing one video, record one video, edit one video, upload one video. And by breaking it down like that, it will make it seem a lot easier and also a lot more specific. However, there are some quests that is just hard to do no matter how small you make it to be. So that's why I implemented the difficulty mechanic. It has easy, medium and hard, and based on the difficulty, it will give me the appropriate amount of XP. So for example, I really hate editing my videos. So I would put in my editing video quest under here, and then I put my difficulty to hard. I will gain more XP by doing the editing quest instead of just doing some easy random quests. Okay, so let me actually show you how it works. We will put in our task right here. So let's say this would be edit one video. Alright, and then we select the quest type. So let's say in this case, this would be an urgent main quest. and then we would have the difficulty to be hard because I hate editing. And let's say we have completed the task after an hour, we just click on the completed button. And it brings us to the fourth thing that makes a game fun, which is tracking your progress clearly. Most games would have some kind of progress mechanic like leveling system or maybe a stat system where you beat a boss and then you got your extra strength stat. This is where it gets a little hard because let's say that we went to the gym and completed our workout session. There is nothing that really shows us that we got stronger. We know it in our head, but if it's not shown visually, we're just going to forget it after a while and lead us to feel that we are not progressing at all. So in this case, I chose to have the leveling system route. What the player have to do is just click on the level up button, and then based on the completed quest, it will calculate the XP and add it inside here. And then there is another way to level up, which is on this button here. That add button is just to add my dailies, which is basically my daily habits. The dailies is inspired by Star Rail. They just have this mechanic where you can complete very simple quests and then you gain certain amount of XP and some kind of reward. If I have completed all of my daily habits, that is when I can click on the add button, which will add more XP inside of it. And once you have completed enough of the quests and the dailies, that is where you can level up. And once you have leveled up, you will gain some kind of rewards, which is the fifth and arguably the most important thing on what makes a game so fun. The moment you complete a quest or you have beaten a boss, you immediately get some kind of reward, either in the form of in-game currency or XP or maybe a certain weapon. But just seeing that you gain something just gives you that sort of feeling that your effort was worth it. However, the problem with the real life game is that we are always taught to delay our gratification. The more we delay our gratification, the bigger the reward. While that is true to an extent, it is hard to put months and months of effort before finally getting the reward you desire. And that's why in this game we have the reward system. And if you notice on level 5, level 10, 15, 20, all these things, the amount of rewards that you gain is higher and higher. It's sort of like a checkpoint to your progress. And once you have gained your reward, that is where we come to the inventory where you store all your actual rewards. So you can see we currently have 5 different items: coin, fun shard, fun crystal, Maggie pass, and upgrade points. Let's just go through one by one. So coins is just very simple. It's just a currency to be used in the game. It's kind of a way to force me to be financially disciplined, where I'm not allowed to spend the coins in the game of real life until I have put in enough of work. And then we have fun shard, which provides 1 hour fun effect after using it. The fun effect is just basically a way for me to, I guess, relax once I have put in enough of effort. So fun effect just means being able to do anything that I want. And then we have fun crystal, which provides 1 day of fun effect after using it. So you might be wondering, why not just put 24 of the fun shard? Well, first of all, it's because I just wanted to have more items because it just look nicer. But also, you can also combine 8 of the fun shard, which means that you can convert the shards into crystal with just 8 of it being 8 hours. For 8 hours, you can get a whole day of fun, which is also to teach me on delaying my gratification. So that is also why we have fun crystal. Then the fourth item being the Maggie pass, which is eat 1 Maggie packet. It's a little bit of a personal thing. Well, it doesn't matter, it's my game after all. But this Maggie pass is here is because I always eat this very unhealthy instant noodle that is only available in Malaysia. I eat it almost every week. I feel that it is not that healthy to be eating it every week. So I try to make it so I won't feel any guilt if I were to eat it by making it so I only obtain it every 5 levels. So yeah, it's a little bit of a personal thing. I was thinking to name it like food pass, but then like the only food that I eat every week is Maggie. So I don't care. I'm just gonna put Maggie pass. Alright, so we have the last and 5th item, which is upgrade point. This is sort of like a legendary item where I can use it to upgrade 1 gear and the coins would not be used at all. So for example, maybe I want to upgrade my microphone or maybe I want to upgrade my camera. I can do so, but I have to gain 50 levels, which is quite a bit. I also have some kind of weird description that I put on the items just because it just adds more flair into the inventory. So yeah, you can see like coins. Some say these items grows on trees. A wise man once said, every upgrade point used in Africa is equals to 1 upgrade points used. If you don't know that joke, just ignore whatever the description is. Alright, and then we move on to the other pages like backend and patch notes. So backend is quite simple. This is where I just put in all the nitty-gritty details inside here just so that I don't get confused in the future. future. So for example, it will show like the icons, it will show what is the exact effect meaning, and then what does the player have to do, and things like that. And then I also have a patch notes page, which is just basically a way to track my changes that I make in the game. I'm not really sure what's the correct naming scheme for like the versions. So for now, I just put it 1.0. Maybe in the future, when I make a change, it will turn to 1.1. I have no idea. We'll look at that in the future. Alright, so let me show you the whole flow of the game. So this is my dashboard, or I guess menu, you could call it. This is where it shows you my dailies and quests. So let's say, for example, I need to do a quest. I will click inside here and then I will click like that. Then after that, I will choose the quest. Let's say this would be a urgent side quest, time limited side quest. And then I would say that this is an easy quest, and then I would start it. And once I'm doing, let's say after an hour or so, then I click on complete. And once I have completed, what I would do is I come up here and then I would just click on the level up button, and then it will calculate the XP gain. And then I would do my daily quest as well. Once I have completed the daily quest, I will click on add, which adds more XP. And once I have done all that and I've actually gotten enough XP to level up, and then I've gotten the rewards, and that is where I actually go into the inventory and then I just enter in the amount that I have. I have leveled up, so I got 50 coins, and then I also got 2 shards. So yeah, it's quite simple, but we are facing certain issues that is a little bit annoying. So the first issue is whenever I completed a quest, I must always remember to click on the level up button to calculate the XP. I try to make it so whenever I click on the complete button, and then it will automatically calculate the XP without pressing the level up button, but then I don't really know how to like differentiate between the level. So for now, all I have to do is like go to level 2 and then click on the level up. So I'm not really sure how to do that, but that's for future me to figure it out. Another issue regarding the XP as well is that whenever I have leveled up, I need to come here manually to like change the level here, and then after that I click on level up. And the annoying part is that since it requires 30,000 XP, once I've gained it on this specific level, you can see there's certain access to it. Like now I have extra 3,780. I need to go to the level 2 here, and then I will have to create a new quest and then click on the level up button to update the XP. So that is also another problem that I have to figure out. The third issue is whenever I level up or do my dailies already, I have to come to the inventory manually and then after that update the amount, which is also a little bit annoying. I'm not sure how do I like automatically update the inventory, but for now, what I do is I just pin this tab with Notions feature, and then it will just be here all the time. So whenever I need to update it, I just click on it and just update it. So it's not that bad. So I also want to implement another feature, which is each daily that I do, I will gain a certain amount of XP or maybe some kind of reward. This is just similar to Star Rail, where like for each dailies that you do, you will gain a certain amount of rewards. Instead of doing all at once, then only you get the reward. So it's just a sort of immediate feedback. So all those things are a little bit big, but one thing that I know we're gonna do for the next episode is some kind of time tracker where it tracks how long I have played this live game. Like in Steam or Epic Games, whenever I see the number going up, it just feels good because I know how much time I spent to actually get good at a game. Okay, so let's see the actual coding or the back-end stuff on how this actually works. Okay, so the calculation on why I put 30,000 XP required is because I want to make it so for 10 hours of work that I do, and also I completed the dailies every single day, I can then level up twice every week. Then based on that, that is how I got to the rewards. And since I can level up twice every week if I done everything correctly, then I can have 4 hours of free time, which I think is kind of good. And then now, as for the coding, this is how it works. Let's go to the quest list first. So how does the XP calculation work? It's quite simple. It will just take the in-between time of start and end date, and then it will convert it into minutes. So the calculation is that the hard will give a multiplier of 2, medium will be 1.5, and easy would be just 1, the same. So it will take the minutes and then it will times the multiplier, and then it will also times 10. Why we times 10 instead of just taking the minutes is just because I think like bigger numbers means fun game, more fun game. So yeah, that's how we calculate the XP. Quite simple for this. For start button, it's quite simple. It will just edit this page to put the time now whenever we click on the start button. And for the completed button, it's also the same. It will just change the end date to now, and then the completed box will be ticked. So what does the leveling up button actually do? If you see it inside here, it will just check the quest list for these 3 different criteria. The start date must be today, completed box must be ticked, and the levels, which is the relation, will be empty. Then what it will do, very simple, you just add it into the relation. What is this relation thing? So I created a relation right here, which is related to the quest list. So it would add it into the quest list relation to let us know that we have completed this quest. And then the roll up, which is another Notion feature, will just sum up all the XP inside the quest list. Quite simple. And then the dailies. These dailies is a little complicated. It will add a page into the dailies database and then it will relate it into this level. So something like this. And then we have another rollup to just calculate how many pages is in the dailies. So you can see this is the formula. So XP quest, which is how we get the quest XP. And then dailies counter just times it by 600. So yeah, that is basically how it actually functions, the code behind it. The one thing that makes this game functions properly is to have a major goal in life, a true passion. If you're struggling to find your own passion, click on this video where I explain what happened when I chased mine. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.